us to places where history calls home. Take us back in time, the lands we never knew. Wonder how life had been for someone like you. Tales that are told by the people that we meet, stories of the past, some bittersweet, never knowing what you'll find, or even if you will, never knowing what the earth is willing to reveal.
Here we are, bright and early this morning, going out to new permission. Not sure what to expect, and not exactly sure how much or where this gentleman's land is. We're not sure if it's behind his property or across the road, and so we sort of sussed out on the old maps. Either place looks good, but we're just not quite sure. Yeah, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a new permission, especially when you do the research and you find out that there's properties that are on their property that have really good potential because they've been gone for 50, 60, or even 100 years. Those are the ones that we're really interested in. I mean, we like doing old homesteads and doing the front properties where the grass is, but the amount of trash that's usually accumulated over the last couple hundred years, it's usually quite a lot. So the old things are, they're either deep or they're either masked by all the trash, right?
Yep, and so, but it's interesting. It's,
The type of relic hunters that we are, I mean, you've seen our videos, we do parks. We do parks when we can't get into the farm fields. I mean, when they're really, really wet, you can't really swing them unless you want to look like Herman Munster with, 6 inches of mud on your boots. And it's really not a lot of fun doing that. It really isn't. I can sympathize with the people in the UK, that's for damn sure, right?
Yeah, but it's not that bad.
Oh, come on. I'm a wuss when it comes to Frankenstein boots. That much mud.
Yeah.
Right? I would prefer, I mean, if it's like completely drenched like a swamp, which that's what the conditions sometimes end up being. We can't get out there. So anyways, that's when we do parks. We'll do old parks, of course, with some history. We'll do old schools, churches, old homesteads. Then we'll do the front lawn of an old homestead at that point. That's when it's good to save the lawn for that, that kind of scenario. So yeah, it's gonna be really interesting today. So as I say, wish us luck, and we'll see you when we get there.
It'll be fun one way or another.
That's right. All right, so we arrived at our first destination for today. We had a good conversation with our new permission. His name is Doug, and he's given us a lot of insight into the area and to his knowledge of where stuff is. And so Ted's already swinging. It's wow, it's wet. Holy Moses. Okay, we're into some winter wheat here, and Ted's gonna dig a first target, I see. What kind of signal is that, Ted?
Pardon me?
What kind of signal?
76.
Oh yeah? Well, 76 could be something interesting. I just walked on the field. Oh, you know what? I see some pieces of brick here. So, good. This will be a first contact live dig. And there's a piece of brick right beside you. Don't you see it? Right there. To your left.
Oh yeah.
All right, Ted.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, there's lots of brick here, so he might be correct. The old 1870 map might actually be wrong. And here I am bundled up as usual. It's cold again. It got cold on us. First it got warm, then it got cold. And It's pretty chilly today and very windy.
Piece iron. Not sure what it's from.
Well, it looks like a piece of a farming implement. Piece of a tractor off of a.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, but piece of iron, first contact. What do you say, Ted?
Wonk, wonk, wonk.
Okay, so this is first contact for me. I've already dug it out of the plug and I scanned over the plug and it seems to be in the plug. So let's you and me see what this is. I can use my screwdriver. It's the conditions are wet again today. Looks like just a piece of copper. Toe guard.
Oh, nice.
So these toe guards were used for the cobblers to keep the leather from coming off of shoes and protect the leather. So that's a good sign that there's an old toe guard out here. We're on a site that had an old homestead. Hopefully we're right in this vicinity. The 1870 map shows that about 100 feet in that direction, but the farmer Doug says that he recalls from the 1834 aerial that it showed that there was a foundation here. So he might be right. There might be two dwellings here actually. This one might have been a later one and the earlier one is over there, but right now it's been taken over by them bulldozing. So yeah, they're putting up a wind turbine on this property and they bulldozed the whole big area, which is not going to bode well for us if the old homestead was on that property. But anyways, so far so good. A toe guard. I'll take a toe guard. That means that there's, you know, probably good possibility of some other cool stuff here. It's sweet. Okay, Ted and I changed areas because that field we were just in, it was just a little bit too wet. We're going to come back after the winter wheat is gone. So, we don't want to tromp down the winter wheat too much. So we're invited back. We want to come another time, so in a couple months we'll come back to that field. So we came back to another place where there's an old home site. Used to be here, it's been gone probably for about 50 years or 60 years. And you can see right here, this used to be the well. The farmer keeps adding stuff to it, but the water keeps coming up. So that was one good damn well for its time because the water's still in it. Isn't that amazing? After, you know, 150, 200 years, the well still contains water. And Ted's digging a target over there. I don't know what he has. What do you got?
I don't know.
I got a target that I just flipped over the plug. Not sure what it is yet. So let's go over and check it out and see what it could be. It gave me a coin signal. It gave me a 44 on the E-Trac, which is usually just a newer coin. So I'll be really curious to see what this could be. But this part of the property is already, we can already tell it's probably pretty trashy because there's a lot of aluminum just sitting right on the surface. And what?
Got an old penny.
How old? Oh, let's go check it out.
1960.
Woohoo! We gotta love that. First contact and it's a large penny. What do you think about that?
Love it. I love these things. I really do. It's very nice and it's pretty green.
There we go. 1916. Mine's in the 40s. I don't think mine's gonna be a large penny. But
Oh, this wasn't down deep at all.
no?
No.
Like, what? 3 inches?
Yeah.
Sweet. Nice. Yeah, gotta love that. Awesome. On to mine.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so let's journey over to my hole now and see what I got. Gazoon tight. Gazoon tights. Sounds like me because I sneeze a lot like that. That was my ring. There she is. She's in the hole. So yours wasn't very deep, right?
No.
Well, he gets a coin and I get a piece of room. Mine's just a piece of room. Piece of aluminum.
I think that's
Mid-70s for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, so that was on the mid-70s on the AT Pro. And Ted is using his brand new Nelly coil, or what they would call the...
was it the Tornado?
Yeah, it's a tornado coil. You just put it on today. And if you folks haven't noticed, all you AT Pro users, check out check out his new designed Garrett color. See what he's done to it?
Got a thing for green.
Along with his gloves. Gazoon tights.
with hay fever.
Oh yeah, we are in hay, you know. Alright, so I detected the target here and I already pulled out a piece of iron. I got another signal down at about 3 inches still, so I'm going to dig this one and see what this is. I'm not too worried about using a my cloth in this place, eh, Ted? That's the only good thing. Still got. Aw, man, look. Ted.
Nice.
Not nice. Big chunk of iron. That's 2 pieces of iron, but they sound really good. I'm throwing it at a big tree, so don't get too upset about that. Try the detector again. See what we get. Oh no, there is another signal. Another signal even in the hole. Listen to this thing. Okay, what's going on? I got a 50. 50. I think this hole's full of junk. What's making this thing go off? Oh, I gotta rebalance it. Something else big. Oh, come on, really? Look at the size of this thing.
Jesus.
Okay, that's a big piece of aluminum, so that would definitely make this thing go off. Listen to this. Wow. Big piece of aluminum. Oh, another piece of aluminum. Oh, hey. This isn't aluminum. It's a coin.
No way.
There's coins mixed in with all this crap. Check it out. It's a large penny, I think. Wow, that's insane. Look.
Oh yeah, it's bigger than a large cent, isn't it?
I don't know. No, I don't think it's a large penny.
Really?
I got that one squeak, and then I got a whole bunch of other ones. So this one was completely like this. That's a fluke. There's no way I should have got that dude with that big piece of aluminum in there. But
Let's see it.
let's do some extraction.
Whatever, just get it out of there.
Yeah, look at that side.
Wow.
Well, I can even see the date. I think it's 1906.
Oh yeah, it is.
Side,
Wow,
side facing
nice.
out crap.
What did that ring up at?
Well,
You threw it down?
it hit a 50 and then it was hitting a 40 something. So
Yeah, that's what mine hit.
what's that?
Shit. Like 75, 76.
There you go. That's a good one. Well, I'm still gonna swing this hole because.
How deep was that?
Well, to be truthfully honest with you, when I dug up all that other stuff, I don't know anymore because I dug it up in one big chunk. I would assume 2-3 inches down, along with that big chunk of aluminum. But let's see. Well, that was it. Those two big chunks of iron, and then the one chunk of aluminum, and then the coin. So there you go. Lo and behold, very messy. It might be really well if we. Whoops. I think we might do really well if we were to put smaller coils on these detectors for this area, because that's a lot of stuff mixed in. Just walking around the property, and lo and behold, look at the old tractor. Been digging a lot of bullets. I'll show you on the roundup. I was going to film all these bullets. I don't know, they look fairly modern, but quite a lot of fired bullets. This tractor's pretty neat.
Well, when Don was way over there and I was over here, and it was too far to call him, and I probably should have a camera, but I dug my first Indian head. Pretty happy about that. It's 1907. So it needs a little cleaning, but it's pretty good. Be happy.
Alright, so we're going to mosey our way onto Doug's other friend's property. Doug is the farmer who farms it. So there was an old foundation on it. They plowed it. They've bulldozed it, like some of the stuff. So we're gonna go there and see if we can find anything there. And then if all else fails today, we might do a little bit of his grass property. But we're kind of doing the fields today because it's actually a nice day to do the fields, and we can go back to his place and do the grass on days where the fields are soaking wet. And then we have a big grass area that we can do, right? All right, so Ted and I have changed locations now. We're at a site that used to have an old homestead. What they've done is they plowed some of it over here. See that mound right there? They used a bulldozer and they bulldozed some of it here. The house used to be directly where I am now, and where Ted's swinging the coil. And over in the distance, let me see where that is again. Just about over, whoops, sorry about that. Just about over here used to be the barn. So we're gonna give this a swing. There's probably quite a lot of signals. The house came down about 20 years ago, but it hadn't been lived in for many, many years. There probably wasn't electricity because there's no poles out here or anything like that. There's probably not even running water. But anyways, we'll hopefully find some pretty cool stuff here. Wish us luck. All right. Well, we just came back from the field. The field is littered with these bullets, the practice bullets. I mean, we don't know why. Maybe we'll try to find out. They're practice bullets. I mean, they're like, something you would do during war games or something, or blanks. They're just blanks. But yeah, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. I could have dug 150 easy because I just started ignoring signals. Lots of the house has been plowed out. Wasn't picking up much aluminum. Wasn't picking up much copper conduit or anything like that. But the bullets were just ridiculous. Just to the point that we had to leave the field. Even the barn area, I mean, it's very widespread. It's like someone did some military practicing out here, But I'll just show you a whole bunch of them. So that's pretty crazy how there could be so many of these bullets. I mean, you just take a look at them and, there's like, let's see. Yeah, there's just so many I can count. Ted's got like 10, 15 of them, and that's not including probably what he, threw back. Right, Ted?
Yeah.
Yeah. This would have been probably part of the pile of the homestead that we just came from out in the field, and they brought a lot of it out here. The house burnt down, he said about, what, 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 20 years ago, burnt, and the barn was still up. The barn was actually dismantled and brought to another location, just about a kilometer that way. We can actually see the roof of it from here. And this is probably a bunch of the scrap from the house itself, because it's some pretty old brick there. But, yeah. It's crap. I wonder what this thing was for. Kind of weird, eh? It's almost like geofizz or something, but I don't think so. A sled with a thing on it. Kind of weird. And what did you hear? There's a coin. It kind of looks like one, but I don't want to stick my hands in there. It's cold. It's a silver one. This belonged to somebody's dog way back then. Trying to cut their phone line. I like it actually. It's pretty in the dirt. I already got it out. I'll show you on the close-up what it is. There you go.
1887.
I could have had a weather vane thing. I know it's a large daddy. Just don't know how old. Pretty sweet. We have a coin thing going on in this area.
You're gonna muscle right in.
Yeah.
Muscling right in. Friendship doesn't count right now. I'm coming in swinging.
Metal Detector is making some comments on that one.
Okay, talk to you later.
All right, have a good one.
Bye-bye.